Hello everyone, Shadefire here, and today I'm taking a first impressions look at Shovel Knight, a retro-styled love letter to old games from the NES era. This is one of those big Kickstarter successes that was originally going for $75,000, but when they closed their Kickstarter they were at $300,000. And I've been hearing some pretty good things about this. I've heard it's actually a pretty good callback to, you know, Mega Man and Castlevania and the other old-style games. So let's just jump right in here. Yes. So far it looks like they're actually going for a pretty good representation of the graphical capabilities of an NES, which is something that a lot of you know, retro-styled games don't actually do very well. They tend to ignore, you know, the color palettes of old systems or the visual capabilities and sort of end up being this unnecessary retro look. But this looks like it's pretty true to the old NES style. So, fairly simple premise there. Shovel Knight is, lost his love of his life, or best bro, it's not really completely clear there, Shield Knight. And, the only reason we're going back into action now is because of the Order of No Quarter, which is a pretty great name for an enemy group, and is, I guess, this game's equivalent of the Robot Masters. Alright, so as you can see here, we've got a shovel, which means we can shovel things. Alright, so if we hold S here when you jump, I'm playing this with just the keyboard, which is a little awkward, since I'm basically two-handing it. So it looks like we can, yeah, sort of, oh geez, what game is that? DuckTales? Where you can pogo on your enemies. So we can hit stuff with our shovel, we can bounce on it, and we can shovel piles of dirt. Kind of what you'd expect from a guy called Shovel Knight. There's probably already all sorts of secrets I've missed, because that's sort of this sort of game. Oh. So far, it plays pretty well. The controls feel pretty good, even though they're kind of awkward for me. If I was using a controller, this would actually probably work better, something I don't often say for PC games. Oh, shit. So, if you see me fail terribly at doing something simple, it's probably my fault and not the game's. Because a lot of games that go for this retro style don't actually have very good controls. They seem to have a really bad problem with getting responsive NES-style controls. Which is not to say that all NES games had... oh, fuck. To say that all NES games had good controls, but rather... oh, what? Alright, I heard this game has a little bit of Dark Souls in it, so I'm wondering if this is what it is, because it says recover. So I'm wondering if we dropped some of our gold. It looks like the number didn't go down, but that might have gone down before I was looking at it. Alright, yeah, we got our gold back. So, I guess that's the Dark Souls. I'm assuming if you die again, that's just gone. Ah, Bubble Dragon. I guess this is our mini-boss? I assume it's a mini-boss because the stage music didn't change. Alright, got our health back. I guess this is how you would find secret levels, certain areas that you can shovel into destruction. Shovel Slime. Shovel Knight's nemesis. Death from above. Something else to watch out for. It seems like sometimes when you shovel stuff, you actually get knocked back by it. So you probably don't want to shovel things near the edge. I guess this is probably a secret. Alright. I guess that's a collectible. Look like a music note. No, I guess I missed that. Oh, you know what? I probably had to bounce off the top of that to get that. Castlevania chicken. Sorry, I'm an obsessive-compulsive digger. Alright, so I probably want to bounce on this guy to get on that platform. Which I assume is a secret. Oh, it's getting tricky. I'm going to say that some of the later secrets are probably really hard to get. They require you to bounce off of like 8 things or something. But again, they seem pretty optional. Ugh. we unburied the skeleton from his final resting place. I guess he wasn't too happy about that. Oh, you can bounce off the checkpoints. That might be handy to know. Another bubble dragon. Oh, he knocked us off with his bubble breath. And we lost 3 bags of money. What? Oh, slime hiding in the grass, you sneaky fuck. Oh, shit. I went right through him. I was expecting him to bounce off. Well, I got my money last time, so... not too big of a trouble. And you can't just farm gold off these dragons, because it seems like they don't drop any now. So bouncing actually seemed to be a pretty good strategy. Except you can't bounce on his butt. Ow. So I can bounce on his head. Anywhere else I'll take damage, and he won't. So, we're learning. And we're not even at the actual boss yet. I just have to make sure not to stand on his head after he dies. Or I'll just fall in the pit. Alright, that's another dragon down. Oh, fuck me. I knew that was going to come back to bite me in the ass. The whole getting knocked off the edge. So this game doesn't really seem to have any live system. I guess it's just using the Dark Souls, die too much, and lose your stuff. Instead of the old, hey, you died 3 times, now you gotta start over from the beginning. Which is one thing I'm okay with them leaving out. Oh, well, there goes my gold. So I lost the money that I died before, I'm guessing. And now I have to get this money instead. I really should have counted how many shovel hits that dragon takes. Seven hits. Alright, note to self, do not shovel near the edge. I knew that was going to happen. As soon as I saw that tiny platform, I was like, yeah, I'm going to fall off. Alright, I don't think I can get this one right here. Oh, there we go. My biggest problem with small platforms like that in these sort of games is that I always think that I'm gonna screw up and try to adjust and just walk off when I adjust. I want to say this is probably longer than your average Mega Man level. Ah, fuck, I did it again. Ah, we really need to get that last checkpoint. Alright, I'm not sure if I can get these two, since they're sort of off the edge. Treasure chest! So rather than being one of those old games where you die a couple times, have to start the level over, this really seems like a game that you can just sort of persevere by being determined. Don't really need this, but I'll take it. In that, no matter how many times you die, you'll eventually get through it just by figuring it out. Alright, so here's our first Order of No Quarter member. He also seems to use a shovel. And shovel diving. Oh, he can magic shovel shots. I think I'm gonna die. Oh. So, you can't out-jump him when he does that because he jumps higher than you. Unless I'm guessing I hit him when he's going halfway down. But I think I've got this. I don't know how I'm gonna get those. I guess I have to bounce off his head. Alright, got my money back. And I did interrupt him from his jump there. Aha! I was wondering if you could do that. I thought it would just break, but I guess you can actually knock him back. I'm wondering if it's going to pull a Ganon on me eventually and knock it back again. Apparently not. So, not an amazing performance, but I guess I did alright. And it looks like we'll be fighting him again, because he ran off instead of disintegrating, or whatever happens. So I guess that proves that Shovel Knight is a she. Oh, I guess I'll shake myself awake. And I guess here's another inspiration, the Super Mario 3 world map. It looks like we actually have two ways we can go, but I guess first we gotta go to the village. And this seems a bit like a Zelda 2, Castlevania 2 village. I guess we'll be coming back here probably. Ah, you're a clever one, lady. So I guess that's the reason to collect those music things, so you can play them in town here. What's this lady so happy about? Okay. $1,000, which will let us upgrade our health. Sure. Can I buy another one? Oh, that's quite expensive. Seems this town is no stranger to weird anthropomorphic animals. That horse lady that walked by. And that bumped up our life. So I guess gold is important if it means we can buy our upgrades. I guess that would be our item meter up there that we haven't had any use for yet. Trouble? A trout apple? I think I've actually seen that. Sure, let's buy our trout apple chalice. I'm fairly certain that the NES couldn't do that shaking text thing. we got our first relic, even though it's just a fishing rod. Alright, so if we beat Spectre Knight, come back and talk to this lady. This broccoli. I don't think we need that yet. I'm assuming the fishing rod doesn't use a lot of magic. Hoop and stick! Hoop and stick! I can stand on Milkmaid Lady. I can probably use her to get up there if she'll come over here and get that music note. Thanks for the helping shoulder, lady. Ah. Oh, I do not think that this screen likes fraps very much. It freaks out whenever I change one of these. Oh, it's Triple Pong. I guess this is where the Triple King is. Yep, that does look part trout and part apple. Sure. You. Gonna vomit his magical ichor in here? Not so great. That one sounds like the best by far. Well, that was certainly something. The Triple King is truly as great as people have said he is, talking about this game. And I hope someday they make a Triple Knight or Triple King shirt. It seems to only do that on these points where I can go multiple directions. I guess it doesn't like having the frame rate locked at 30 when it runs by default at 60. Anyhow, I think that'll do it for Shovel Knight. It really does seem as good as people have been saying. I don't think it's really overhyped in any way. It just seems like a fun game with a sense of humor that happens to be a callback to old games that were fun, while at the same time not being nearly as frustratingly challenging as the old games. So all in all, it seems like a great game. It's available for $15 on Steam, or the 3DS, or the Wii U, but only the North American Wii U for some reason. There's still no European release date yet. Anyhow, I've been Shadefire, this is Shovel Knight, and I hope you'll come shovel with me again someday. Until then, you folks all take care.